Ben Bryant, Evolution Martial Arts in Sparks, Nevada with Jared. We're continuing with top pins and attacks. 4 skills: how to get to the pin, how to keep the pin, how to transition from that pin to another when you lose it, and how to attack from the pin. So in this video, we'll go over how to get there, how to stay there, and how to move to another pin. And then we'll do another video with a couple of attacks. Side control. So let's go, yeah. And actually I want to be on this side, so. Oh yeah, like this. Good. That was a lot. Sometimes it's hard to figure out how to orient to the camera. For hobbyists, I think side control is kind of like the fundamental top pin. At the higher levels, there's really no side control. It's too easy to get out of for like world-class competitors, but for dudes like us, yeah, side control is a thing. So I should know what pin to go to from whatever you do to get out. And we already covered, like if you frame, I go to knee on belly. If you underhook here, I'm gonna try to go to scarf, which was last week's video. If you do this, he's underhooking with this arm. Some people call this a ghost escape. It's really good because I don't have any inside space on this side of your body. It's gonna be very hard for me to stop your hips from going that way. Especially if you get 2 underhooks. Like if you get both of these underhooks, you're out. I can't keep you here. What I can do is go to another pin. So what Jared did by removing this arm is he opened up this whole side. So this is where I can go to north-south. Okay, so turn this way for me a little bit. So I end up in north-south. It's a shoulder line pin. In all the pins, we can either pin the shoulders or pin the hips. And both of them have the same goal of limiting hip movement. So I can limit your hip movement by pinning your shoulder line. So in north-south, chest to chest, pinning his shoulder line, okay? I need some inside space. I need either this side inside space or this side inside space or both in order to stay here. The other option is I can secure a north-south choke, which is dominating both sides of this inside space. Serves the same function. But unless you're wrapping the head, and that'll be in the next video, you need to, as a habit, fight for this inside space. So you removed this arm, you ghost underhooked. I came here. Look, I'm not in a great position right now because I don't have any inside space. The first one I'm gonna fight for is on this far side. Get my arm inside his arm. It's a great habit to look to secure both. It's just a really good habit to always own inside space. How is Jared gonna get out of this? He's going to retake some inside space. Ideally, you retake both and then move your hips. The whole point of taking inside space is to free your hips. And what new people fail to do is maybe you do retake the inside space, but you don't move your hips. And then I'm going to fight for that inside space again. You just lost the benefit of what you fought so hard for. So as soon as you retake inside space, right? So where can your hips go now? That open space, yes. So it's a shrimp, you're hipping out, right? And in that case, I should go to a different pin. Because once you've taken that inside space and started moving your hips, I've lost that pin essentially. And again, new people fail to recognize that moment. That's the moment when you should go to something else. Sure, we might try to fight for the thing we just lost a little bit. But like there comes that point of no return where it's truly gone and we should go to something else. The most common pin to go to when you take this outside arm, inside space, and you'll start turning into me is kind of what the deal is I'm going to transition to this side. Look, as he did that, he was vulnerable and I took this inside space. So that's what happened is you took it, and as you start turning, I isolate this arm. And that's where I win the next thing. And I go right to a Kimura position. I call this Kimura side pin. I'm sure there's a name for this. I've been doing jiu-jitsu 13 years. I've never really heard a name for this pin. There probably is one. I bet John Danaher has a name for it. I just haven't seen it. So I call it Kimura side pin. Why? Because I'm in a Kimura position. I'm on the side of you. I'm pinning your shoulder line. And for self-defense, out on the street, I think this is probably the best place we could get to. Either this or this. There's a lot of things we can do with it. As you mentioned in class today, I can take the back from here. I can drop elbows. I can drop punches. I can disengage. It's a great place to be. Even on the mat, even in jiu-jitsu. And if you're not careful, I said we weren't going to talk about submissions from here, but like, this is a Kimura, right? I pin this to my chest. I shave your head. I keep your tricep glued to my chest. I raise up and I come over. That's going to be a Kimura, okay? So I get here. In the drill, what we did in class is I loosen up a little bit, and your goal is to first get your shoulder to the mat, then your elbow to the mat. Yes, you're out. What should I do? I should go back to my pin. So I have side control available. I have north-south available. Since we're working on north-south, turn this way a little. Yes. Again, pinning the chest. Here's the thing I harped on in class today too. If your knees are on the mat, some of the pressure that you should be wearing, the mats are wearing it. The mats are taking up pressure. So I'm on my knees. I just get off my knees. Is that worse? Mm-hmm. A lot worse. Yeah. I can be smashing your head with my hips, doing cool things like that. To stay in north-south, you must own inside space. Okay? It's a lot of sweat, right? Yeah. Most of that's me, I'm pretty sure. I don't think so. I'm sweating a lot. North-south is great. So another thing we did in the class, and let me back up here. North-south is good because in general, we should stay away from their legs. When you can connect to me with your legs, you open up sweeps, things like that, because now you're starting to control my center of gravity. You can get your center of gravity under mine, you can take away my base, you can sweep me. The exception to that is if I'm trying to go mount, see previous videos, then I'm gonna head towards your legs, but I'm gonna do it with a plan. I'm gonna do it knowing what you're trying to do with your legs, okay? If I really like half guard top as an offensive attacking position, okay, I will head that way. I might even let you entangle my leg. But in general, especially if you're newer at this, you wanna stay away from those legs. So how do you do that? Well, you either go knee on belly, you raise up, or you go around the head. So we go from side control to north-south to side control on the other side. Here's what that looks like. Okay? One more thing here, I'm saying a lot, but like, yes, Jared can open this space up by underhooking here. I can also just pin his arm to his body with my body. So, you know, you're starting to like try to frame, and I just lay on your arm like this. And that opens up the north-south space. And here I am. And let's say you take this space back, but you don't turn into me. I just rotate around you. I got a side control on this side. Oh, I notice your arm's under my body. I go back to north-south and I fight for this inside space. It's not that complex a position, right? But if you don't fight for and own inside space, you're gonna lose it. And then your brain's gonna say, this isn't a good place to be. And then you stop going there. It's a big mistake, okay? Just know, it's all about inside space. Inside space leads to connection. Connection leads to owning center of gravity or isolating limbs. That's the whole game. That's what jiu-jitsu is all about. So you could even say jiu-jitsu is about inside space because almost nothing happens without it. Got anything to add?
No, sir.
Cool.